Okay, there we are. We got the 3 axles, and so this has 2 brake axles. Hello, everybody. Lucas at Frugal Landlord. Today we're going to be taking the axles off of this home here, so that I can move another home. It's a free one, so we just got to get this. It's a 3 axle. It's the best tires and axles that I got, so I'm going to use them. We won't be needing it for this home anymore, so I'm also going to make a video on putting the axles on the home before we move it. So if you're more concerned about putting the axles on, watch the next video. Let's get at it. Most mobile home axles are, at least the ones I've seen, on like 1970 to 80 mobile homes, are usually measured from outside here to outside over there. 78 inches is what most of them are, although I have seen wider than that, much wider than that. In fact, I modified so these would fit on the mobile home that I'm trying to move. So that could be the date right there. It's usually a 4-digit code, and that would be the 22nd week of 2022. So I'm thinking that's the date, but I could be wrong. Anyway, these axles are the right width, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off. I'm going to loosen all the bolts before I block it there, but I'm just spraying these with any kind of lubricant. Looks like they're all on the inside, so. Okay. Just the threads there. Okay, well, I think it's a 7/8 and a 13/16. I'll correct myself if that's wrong. Which I don't have the 13/16 on me, so I'm going to use this pair of locking adjustable pliers, which I love. Okay. And come to think of it, I actually think that's splined in there. I don't know if I could turn it anyway. So I think you have to tap that out through this. There's a little spline area on the end here, if I remember right. Which I'm not going to do until I get it jacked up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's splined, so it won't twist on you. If they're original bolts anyway, which these definitely are. If I get this one out, I don't need to take this one out. So, obviously. So, but I do need the middle piece here. But you don't want to take this 2 axles at a time because it'll be too heavy. So you do want to disconnect it here. So I just find that if you put a little bit of oil on the end of those threads, that it just makes the effort turning those bolts quite a bit easier. That may be obvious, but okay, this one is spinning. So I need to hold it. The other ones didn't spin. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Get like that. That one did not spin. Okay, we are Trying to get our first block in here. These are just temporary blocks so that I can get the axles off. So this is not a how-to on how to block a trailer at all. But just trying to get the right height. I don't need to lift it up high, like to get the wheels off the ground. I just need to support it. So hopefully something like that, if I can get it up that high. I always jack with a thick piece of metal. This is a pretty thick frame, so I'm not that worried about it, but I still like to put something to spread the weight. Okay. Okay. And we go to the next. This up. Closer. So I still need a little bit of weight on there, so okay, so I got it. Almost there. Okay. We'll go. Let her down. See, I'm really not lifting it or not trying to lift it up high, get the tires off the ground. I'm trying to lift it to get weight on the piers, because the tires they'll come off without being up in the air. That's one good thing about mobile home tires, wheels. They're pretty genius. Okay, next one. I got, this one's not going to be enough raised up, so I've got another board, skinny board, put on top of that one. There's one board, but it's not up enough, so. Okay. Go to the other side. Okay, I didn't mention this, but when you definitely want to have wood between the steel frame and the cinder blocks, because if you don't, that steel will put so much weight on that cinder block. If it has no compression, it'll just crack through that cinder block. Again, that may have been obvious, but I thought I'd mention it. Maybe 2 of those. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Good. All right. Okay, next I got 2 more to do. I'm just doing the bare minimum for now because I don't plan on leaving it here that long. And I got the double wide, which is heavier, on 3 per side, and it seems to be okay. So I think that's the bare minimum though. For any mobile home I've ever lifted, these 8-ton jacks seem to work okay, but that's probably the very minimum I probably would want. Probably should have a, I don't know, 10-ton maybe would be better, or 12, whatever they come in next. That'd be better probably. Okay. All right, here we go. Last one. All right, I'm gonna call it good after I get this board under there. Okay, now let's get the wheels off. Okay, next you want to loosen the lug nuts. Okay. They all feel fine except this one feels weird, like it's cross-threaded. Okay, if I can use this. So, the beauty of these wheels is you don't have to remove all of them. Probably didn't even have to remove that one, but okay, there's still too much pressure on it. So what I do is just put a little jack, a little pressure on the, it's gonna sink into the ground, but I don't think I need more than a, usually you don't need to remove all of them, but I will, just because it's not falling. Okay, there we go. There we go. Made it a little easier. Go. Now I put these back so I don't misplace them. And why was that? Okay. Feels good. I'll see what happens if I just take them all off. Okay. Maybe I won't have to jack it at all. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Didn't have to jack that one because I took them all off. Okay. Okay. To put that back on, I would need to jack that up a little bit just because it kind of falls off the wheel. So you can't drop it, make it fall on the wheel. These lug nuts only go one way, to the wheel, to the rim. So the rim, they go out because they got a bevel on them, and that's what holds against the rim. But you can spin them around to get them right before you tighten them. Go to the other side and get the other tires off. Okay. Okay. That one's gonna need to. Okay. Actually got that one. Thought I was gonna have to jack that one a little bit. Okay. This one lost some air and lost the bead seat. So it ain't gonna be hard to get out. Okay. I want to show you how that works. You see how it kind of got a bevel that matches with the wheel? And then it'll push out and it'll do that all the way around. It'll do that all the way around until it seats back on that lip. That's why you have to have these torqued down at a certain, I think it's 90 foot-pounds, I think, if I remember right. Anyway, it's got to seat back on that back lip all the way around, and then that centers it. Okay. So last, now we can take the bolts out for the axle. So I want to put some wood behind this when I do that. Okay, there's the bolt out. It's gonna come. I was gonna show you that they are splined, and they do fit with that. So you shouldn't need to hold them when you're getting them off. Okay. There's that half's down. Now we go over to the other side and get that one. Let's get this one. Now I lift up a little bit on it. Get that out of there. Okay. That'll come down. These axles really aren't that heavy. Even with these ones have the brakes on them. The ones without the brakes, even lighter. Don't lose the bolts. All right, next. If I can lift this off, it's gonna take down two axles at the same time. I can't get the weight off of it though because I can't lift at the same time, and this is in my way. Come out. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay, that should help me. Yep. Ouch. That's two that are completely free. No, it's not. I didn't get the other side. I'm just tapping on it with the wooden block, and that's getting it. I usually have to lift it up a little to get that out. Lift it and pull it out. Okay. Oh, that one looks like it's just gonna fall out. Yeah, yep. Okay, now I I loosened this one, but I really want to loosen this one because I need this piece. Oh no, I loosened that one too. Okay. That's good. Okay, it's all of the axles are loose. Let's get them out of here. See, like I said, especially the ones without the brakes, not that heavy. I don't know what that is. Some sort of grounding wire. Ditto. Okay. I'm guessing this one's maybe 100 pounds, maybe. But I'm not good at judge at weight, so might be more, a little bit more than that. I don't know. Those ones are going to be a little bit heavier. Oh. Say it's heavier, but maybe by only like 15 pounds heavier. I don't know. Kind of roll them too. Got to roll it past that hill, that mound, because it's going to get caught. We can kind of roll it out like this. That. All right, there's 3. I think I got all the bolts to it. With the middles out of these wheels too, they're not very heavy. So that's nice. I'm going to make sure they're all aired up. I got to reseat the bead on this one, obviously. Hopefully there's not a hole in it, but we'll find that out. As long as I don't break my window. Okay. Okay. Keep this one without air in it on the very back. Okay. So again, we got the blocks. Blocks under there. That's where the axles came out. There's the block. More blocks. So there. And then I got blocks on the tongue. So the mobile home that we're picking up already has a tongue with it, so don't need that. Good thing, because it's welded on. So, all right, this should be good for a while. Okay, there we are. We got the 3 axles, and so this has 2 brake axles with brakes on it, and then one without brakes, and it's just a piece of iron. And these ones have the brakes inside. That's all there is to the leaf springs. Just one thick spring. And one time I had to modify the width, and I just cut a piece of square stock and moved it over, because these are welded on. This piece of metal here is welded on, but you can take it off on these U-bolts and then just slide it wherever. But you have to have support underneath it, otherwise you will break you'll probably end up breaking the leaf spring if you don't have something supporting it. So that's a flat support. You can buy this part at any ag supply place. It's called a spring seat. So anyway, there's the 6 tires and the 3 axles, and now we're gonna go put them on the other mobile home so that it can be towed here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Next video is putting the axles on the free mobile home.